said simply the Heat's goal is to put its best game forward. What happened in the first half?
Yeah, they played great, and I can honestly say I don't think any of us were expecting this type of performance. Approach coming into the game, and you know, everything, they were great, and you do have to give them credit for that. And, we just couldn't get into a rhythm on either side of the ball, and then it just went from there.
Tip in the front.
Erik, what was the issue with LeBron leaving just before tip, and then again midway through the first quarter, and as a second part, you guys didn't have anybody else in doubles until like midway through the fourth, or as good as LeBron's line will look on paper, how disappointing was it that?
Yeah, I mean, it was on both ends of the court. I mean, obviously, in the first quarter, we were struggling to get to our normal defensive rotation. They had some easy baskets. They moved the ball great. Offensively, when we did move the ball on a few possessions, we had missed opportunities. And then, you know, from there, we just could not get into a rhythm offensively. And I actually liked some of the possessions offensively with the ball movement, and getting guys involved. We just couldn't get couldn't get to go down, or couldn't get the look that we needed. And you do have to credit them, you know, for that. LeBron, first time went to the bathroom, second time get his ankle retaped.
In the back.
Right here, Coach. Emilio Perez, Top Deportes. What is it about the Spurs' brutal offense that you guys haven't been able to control on back-to-back games? Is it fatigue beginning to be a factor in the series?
No, it's not fatigue. Both teams are you know, playing the same minutes, same time of year. We just have to figure it out. We have 48 hours. I've got to do a better job for my team. San Antonio is, you know, they're playing great. They're moving the basketball. They're exploiting where we're normally good. So we have to do a better job. Even when we've made adjustments, they've still been able to stay in a rhythm and a flow from there.
It was another cold start for you guys tonight. How are you going to control that in Game 5?
Well, we'll work on that the next 48 hours.
Ira on the left.
Erik, Ira Winderman, South Florida Sun Sentinel. I know you're a system team. You do what you do. You usually say you just try to do it better. However, after these last two games, might there have to be more dramatic adjustments, whether it's lineup, whether it's systematic approach, especially your defensive approach against them?
Yeah, possibly. And like I said, I've got to do a better job. We've got a couple days to figure it out, but we'll lay everything out, look under the hood, and see what we need to do. We have made some adjustments, and like I said, they've been able to get into their game, their rhythm and flow, regardless of what scheme we've been able to put out there. And you do have to credit them for that. You know, at the end of the day, what I told our team, though, when we're right, we can beat anybody, anywhere. Our guys feel they can win at any time against anybody in any building, and that's the only focus for the next 48 hours. We can let the clutter out tonight, frustration, and the surprise of this game. This was probably the biggest surprise of the series. I think everybody came in expecting something dramatically different than this, and that's what competition does. It's an unknowable event. But our mindset will be to get it right to where we know we can win anywhere, you know, 3 days from now.
And you change your lineup at the start of the second half with Ray. Is that something you consider going forward?
We'll look at everything right now, but I'm going to take a step back, exhale, and I'll, you know, I've got to find a way to do a better job for my group. Back right.
Mike Wallace, ESPN.com. Erik, you guys have trailed in the series before, but have never been down 2 games. How much different does this one feel, and how much is it about trying to restore confidence and trust in one another at this point?
Yeah, I think everybody just needs to, you know, get away from it for a little bit. Like I said, probably this was the biggest surprise of the series, this game. Everything else is competition. You don't know what's going to happen. Sometimes you're going to get the better of the other team. Sometimes it's vice versa. Sometimes it's a close game. Sometimes it gets out of hand, like the other night. But you always have a chance, you know, to come back and make amends for it. We didn't So now we're put into a different situation. Our group has been through everything you possibly can be through except for this circumstance, so why not? Why not test ourselves right now collectively, our championship resolve that we've proven time and time again. We'll have to do it in a different way. And I want our focus right now is not about all the 3 games. All it is let's get this thing back to Miami. When we're right mentally, emotionally, collectively, there's a real strong spirit to us. We feel we can win anywhere, and that's what we'll work on for the next 2 days.
Last 2 questions, Ethan and over here.
I think his first 5 shots short, and they were all in the paint. Was there something different about him tonight? Didn't seem like he had quite the lift that we've seen.
No, you have to credit their defense as well. I mean, it looked like he had a couple opportunities, a couple he just missed. And that happens through competition. And Leonard got a piece of another one, made a heck of a play on that. He was able to at least get into the paint now a few times, but once they got up by 15, then we started to lose a little bit more rhythm from there. That was everybody, not just exclusive to Dwayne.
Last one here on the right.
Coach, it seems at times the offense needs some creativity. Have you considered Michael Beasley and his input and why he was inactive today? Have you considered his addition to the team?
Well, we need quite a few things right now, and so I have a couple days to mull over all the possibilities. So I'll have probably a lot of waking hours thinking about it with my staff.
It's just that that's what kind of he was brought in for, and people are wanting to see some of that his offensive creativity.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.